case in point, when we all went to Hong Kong, we were all there, 17 of us. For her to execute, the webisode that she has envisioned, it needed 17 people. Her personal entourage and including our production team. Who spends for that? Of course me, as the KCAP head. And I charge all of those. She knew that. She even asked for Bingkay to be upgraded to business. And there's a specific item for that expense. Number 2, I paid for all the terminal fees. I paid for the hotel. I paid for the flights. Because, the sponsor or our brand partner only accommodated a specific number of seats. It's not 17 seats. So I had to make sure that we pay for those expenses, including hotel, including the food. And you would see all of that in the webisodes. When she showed Hong Kong. Every time we ate, every time we featured, of course, those incurred expenses. I had complete authority because she gave that to me. And I took it seriously and professionally. I managed all the affairs objectively and with all the proof. And she never even said, I will not allow this expense. Had she said that, then of course we would have settled that. But what did she do? She just filed those cases. Again, there is zero theft. All of our VIPs, brand partners, etc. I can name at least 3 people who received those, and there's still stocks of those. And yet she said that those were not allowed. She did not say, Nico, I am disallowing this purchase. Never. Whenever I tried to give reports, it's all here. I sent it via iMessage, and all she says, do you have money? Okay, yay, I will now shop. That's the only validation that I got. I was prepared with all my charts, with all my graphs, with all my reports, and all I got is a license for her to shop. So, if she was very professional, she would have established already the guidelines, which she wanted initially. She said, oh, Nico, when I come back, let's now sit and review what are the allowed protocol. Anything beyond this amount needs my signature. I said, yes, please, I need that. Because all this time, I was the one managing all of her affairs. Behind the scenes. All the things that needed to be paid, all the things that needed to be prepared. I did my job. But she did not do hers as my boss. So, I do not know why she filed those cases out of nowhere without even any formal demand or without even formal delegation of, now Nico, this is now your new authority. Because I had all the approvals. I had an SPA. I had an SPA with the bank. I can sign all the checks. And why is she mulling over 1.2 million if I gave her over 150 million as a move? I am her managing director. That's what she put in my calling card. And in between, she wants me at her house, she wants me at the production, I needed to meet people, etc. And those were all normal business expenses. All those things. And I took note. I took note of all those things. And I thought that for her, okay, Nico, I'm disallowing this. Okay, if you disallow it, automatically I'll pay you right away. But we never had this discussion only until she went all gone girl crazy mad at me, shouting at me, saying painful words and statements against me. Again, I am worse than James Yap. How? Why? I really do not know. So immediately, I thought that was her way of demanding payment. Okay, here. And then why did she not encash it? Those were the amounts that she questioned. Because we really did the whole thing. So, everything. She said, oh, Nico, I did not allow this. Nico, this, like the MAC tokens, everything that she felt that I abused. So, automatically, I thought, okay, here's the payment. I interpreted her wrath as a every one of her paid entourage told me, you have to appease her. She needs to feel that she's in charge, Nico, because that's the thing that you forgot. It's not an admission of guilt. It's just my way to appease her. Here's your money, I mean, if the 1.2 million was the total amount that she asked, I would have paid that, but she never did. And then the next thing we know, she filed all those cases. Never encashed the check. That in itself should be an indication, that she's up for something or she wants a different thing. She doesn't want to to charge me with theft. She just wants to put something over my head and exert undue pressure. I honestly don't know. Me, I just want her out of my life. You know, it's been so traumatic. It's been so excruciatingly painful for me to experience this with a woman. And I never expected to experience any of this because, you know, I will never have a relationship with a woman. But I'm still rebuilding myself. And I still want, you know, to put the pieces back together. Because it's weird. It's like I was withdrawn from the world. Literally, I told everybody it's like Nicko Falcis died. I saw my own funeral. She killed me. In the end, you know, my stakeholders stuck it out with me. Everybody was giving me the right support. And honestly, who's left in her camp? No one. Why I didn't file anything? Who would believe me? You know, I mean, I had witnesses. I had my workmates there who saw me experience or saw me receive all her lashings and all her grave threats. Who would believe me? You know, and she said a lot of those intimidation tactics. Of course, it was a very painful, emotional, and psychological trauma on me that even I wasn't able to sort out immediately. You know, was it true? Was it not? Is she just bluffing? You know, and then she kept on sending us a lot of hate messages, intimidation messages, coercive messages. And it was just too much. Sorry.